Imagine this. You've just landed the biggest opportunity of your career. The applause is deafening, the spotlight is blinding, and for the first time in your life, you feel invincible. But what if I told you that this moment, this peak of success, is the most dangerous place you could be? That the very thing that got you here, your ambition, your drive, could be the very thing that destroys you? This is the story of Alex, a rising star in the tech world. At 28, Alex had built a startup that was the talk of Silicon Valley. Investors were lining up, the media couldn't get enough, and Alex was riding high on the wave of his own success. But beneath the surface, something was brewing. A quiet, insidious force that Alex didn't see coming. His ego. Ryan Holiday, in Ego is the Enemy, warns us that ego is the silent killer of potential. It's the voice that whispers, "You've made it," when you haven't. It's the arrogance that blinds you to your flaws, the pride that makes you think you're above feedback, above learning, above the grind that got you here in the first place. For Alex, the signs were subtle at first. He stopped listening to his team, convinced he had all the answers. He dismissed competitors, believing they could never catch up. He even began to resent the very people who had helped him succeed, seeing them as threats to his throne. The once humble founder was now a king, and like all kings, he was isolated at the top. But here's the thing about ego. It doesn't just isolate you from others. It isolates you from reality. When the market shifted, Alex was too blinded by his own brilliance to see the warning signs. His company, once a unicorn, began to crumble. The investors pulled out, the media turned on him, and Alex was left standing in the ruins of his own empire. This is where the story could end, with Alex as a cautionary tale, another casualty of his own hubris. But it doesn't, because Alex, broken and humbled, did something extraordinary. He looked in the mirror and saw not the king he had become, but the hungry, curious, relentless founder he once was. He realized that ego wasn't just the enemy of success, it was the enemy of growth, of connection, of true fulfillment. Alex started over. He reached out to mentors, listened to his team, and embraced the grind with a newfound humility. It wasn't easy. Ego doesn't go quietly. But slowly, he began to rebuild. And this time, he built something stronger, something rooted not in the illusion of invincibility, but in the reality of hard work, collaboration, and continuous learning. So, the next time you find yourself at the top, remember Alex's story. Remember that success isn't a destination, it's a journey. And the moment you think you've arrived is the moment you've lost your way. Ego is the enemy, but humility is the path to lasting greatness. Don't let your ego write a story that ends in ruin. Write one that inspires, that endures, that truly matters.